Hello, and welcome to The Power of Three. This is the Haunted Story reading for June 23rd, 2023. It's for everyone. It's probably going to resonate with somebody somewhere, but for most of you it'll just be a haunted story reading. So just sit back and enjoy a haunted story reading. I have a message come through about what it's basically about. So I didn't pull any decks. I didn't pull any cards yet, except for the Lord's message. That's it. So we're going to begin this together, and I will let you know what has come in for me so far. So all I know is that this relates to somebody that innocently went out looking for ghosts, basically. Went somewhere haunted. Maybe they were making a video, I don't know, but they just wanted to check it out of innocence, really kind of not believing, kind of curious, but really skeptical, basically, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And now things have changed and shifted for them drastically because they have an attachment. Something attached itself to them because of their, now don't take this word the wrong way, but their ignorance, meaning not that they're ignorant, but their ignorance in meaning their lack of knowledge where that kind of thing really is and what can really happen, okay, and how real it very is. So when you go out like that, unprotected, spiritually, it's very, very easy. I mean, you can get an attachment maybe anyway from something very powerful if you're not paying attention. But to somebody that's basically innocent, in a sense that they just kind of forgot, they're a good person, they're just not knowledgeable, and they just not sure, but curious and led to go see. So that's what I got. So now, I'll let you know all the decks that we're using, but let's start now with the Heavenly Father, okay? He has brought out, love one another as I have loved you. John chapter 13, verse 34. So that's also kind of the impression that I got from our main character. I feel it's a male. They're just very kind-hearted, and they were just curious. Just a simple childlike curiosity. Maybe they had a new, they've always had an interest in filming and just checking things out and exploring when they were a child. And there's just something that they always wondered and found themselves in a position to go and check it out somewhere, had an opportunity. So, and unprotected because they went out there with a very innocent, unprotected intention, not realizing how true it really is. So we're going to get the overall energy now, because now we're going to look into what's going on now with this person, our character, who I'm sure this is resonating with somebody somewhere, you see. But for the people that show up here regularly, it could be you. If it is, leave me a message in the comments. But we're just going to basically look at it like it's somebody out there in the world, and this is just a chance for us to get together and look at it, right? So I have this is called the Sacred Rebels Oracle. So let's get the overall energy for our character, our main male character, out of this deck, please. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for protecting us in this haunted story reading as we look into this, and keep us safe. And thank you to the archangels and my guides and my peeps always for being here with the collective for our haunted story reading. June. I usually do these on Thursday nights so that they're up for Fridays, but I just couldn't. I was just too tired yesterday, so I'm doing it Friday night here on the 23rd. So you'll be watching this on Saturday. So what is our overall energy? You see it. Big, bold vision, see? It didn't seem like anything too terribly risky to do. It was just kind of an exciting interest, that a vision, you know, like I said, maybe they made a video. Maybe they even brought somebody along, you know, for theatrics, so to speak, you know what I mean? Like somebody there to jump and scream and just whatever, just in case, right? I don't know, that's kind of what I'm getting from that. Big, bold vision. And also what I'm getting from this, love one another as I have loved you. I feel like when things started happening and they realized that there could possibly be something there, they started, like, I know it's important if you're going to approach the spirits, but this is somebody that's knowledgeable and knows better and has an intent. A specific intent, right? And where does that intent lie? So all these things, factors, matter. But when you start talking to something that you have no idea what it is, you know, it's maybe assuming that it's just a ghost and not realizing that it's, you know, some sort of dark entity or possibly, you know, demonic as well. So there's a lot of trickery there. So if you're showing all this loving ignorance to this, that's why it was so easy for them to attach. So we are looking into now, again, like I say, our character and what's going on with them now. So we had that come through, and you saw that come through before. Now this big, bold vision, I think, has just turned into a nightmare. But we're going to shuffle the dark mirror and see what the supporting energy is to this big, bold vision. What is the supporting energy for big, bold vision? Hiding your true self. Now that's exactly what was going on. Like I say, a lack of knowledge, a lack of real purpose to be there other than curiosity. So many factors left them wide open for this attachment. Because this attachment was hiding its true self. Okay? And it just literally went into our character and attached itself. So, what do I have here? I have, this is Supernatural Join the Hunt. So we're going to use that for the main spread, and we're going to clarify with the haunted house, because that's where they went, to some sort of haunted house, right? And then we're going to use the power of 3D, 5D for the extra clarifier. Oh, and possibly the gypsies as well. So we might double confirm here. Like we might have more than one thing to look at. Okay? Like the 3D, 5D, they're saying we're going to clarify for the attachment. Okay? And then the gypsies we're going to use to extra clarify our main character. Okay, so there we go. Alright, so please, let's get this going here. What's going on now with our main character now? What are they experiencing now that they have this attachment? Judgment. So, I feel like because they've got this demonic possibly attachment to them now, they might even be a little possessed, not realizing it, but now it's giving this, it's really empowering this demon. And I feel like our character is the one passing judgment, and it's not good because they're not themselves anymore, is what's coming through. So people are judging them because of the changes, and they're being very judgmental back in a very bad way. not being themselves at all. Maybe doing a lot of things out of character now. Scary things. What else is going on now with our main character? That's a lot, but let me see. There's 3 of them here. So we have the Ace of Wands. I feel like they are actually physically... this kind of reminds me of the scene where when they get bit with the venom, and it kind of it takes over, but there's like this burning away of the bone or something. Like, it's literally, like, I feel like, okay, what they're saying is they feel fevered a lot, like not well, hot, sweaty. And this is like physically showing. Here's the King of Cups. This could be our character acting out of character. Well, we'll find out. And what is this? 9 of Cups. So, what they're saying here is, if you put this king here with the cup that he's holding, that's the 10th cup. I feel like this demon is controlling all 10 cups now at this point, and is sitting in almost full power at this point. Yikes. Let's see what's at the bottom. Knight of Swords. I feel like this person now, like, obviously, if somebody's got that bad of an attachment, you know, our character could be persuaded to hurt somebody, basically, is what I'm getting from this Knight of Swords, Knight of Blades in this deck. Let's see what comes out of the haunted house. Please clarify this message of our haunted story. Please and thank you. Clarify judgment, please. 7 of Wands. See? They're defensive now. Very defensive, because that demon doesn't want anybody interfering with its intentions and plans. So it's instructing that person to maintain their position and keep everybody that cares actually about that person away. They're very judgmental back, like tenfold. Like, people are just saying, hey, you know, like, what's up with you? Like, you know what I mean? You wouldn't normally do that or say that, or, you know, like, even the demeanor of their face, everything is changing. Ace of Wands, please. This burning bone here. Clarify the Ace of Wands. 7 of Swords. See, they're acting completely out of character. And they will, I feel like they're getting to the point where they'll be instructed to kill. If they have to. I think people are maybe even coming to check on them, and they're hiding on them in hopes that they just aren't found. Because they have work to do, and it's not good. They're lying to everybody. It's bad. Really bad. King of Cups. Please clarify this King of Cups. Yeah. The Lovers. So this person once was... They once was a, you know, husband or boyfriend or whatever, a lover, a loving person, and they are not anymore. Now all they want to do is sit in a dark room, and Lord only knows what's in that cup. That's all I'm going to say. Like this attachment, because it's why it's gotten so out of hand, because no knowledge. It was like free reign, you know what I mean? Like letting somebody loose in a candy shop. Wow. Nine of Cups, please. Clarify the Nine of Cups. Yep. Nine of Cups, please. There we go. Two of them came out. Ten of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Once upon a time, they were a very loving, caring person. Started at the top. But now, this is their lover. Can't take it anymore. Being with them is like being exactly what you see in that card. It's not only the burden, heavy, heavy, heavy burden and darkness, but there's literally like burning of the bone somehow. Like it's literally infecting this person right to the core. Like it's changed. Whoa, look, Amber. There we go. It's changing this person. Like, if it's taking right over, you know what I mean? This person will no longer be human after a while. It will have destroyed the human inside. That will no longer be that person anymore. That's the intent here. And the lover, this lover can't take it anymore. And that's what I mean. That's what I felt out of this King of Cups here. He doesn't care anymore. He had 9. He had it all. He had all 10 cups. He had the 10 of Cups with this lover here, with his, but no more. Now, 9 of Cups is over here. He only holds a cup for one. That's it. Wow. All right. The bottom of this is Page of Pentacles. I feel like, oh, ow, my elbow just fell off the table. I feel like she held on as long as she could. She really did. She really got to the 10 of Wands and then some, with all that fire around her. And now she just wants to remember what's left that's good and pure. And she wants to feel safe. Wow. Okay, now, I think that we should look at the attachment first. So, let's see what comes out about this. I think it's demonic attachment. Only some demonic would take advantage of somebody's innocence and curiosity. Okay, let's clarify big bold vision with hiding your true self. And that's basically how our person has turned out. The big bold vision that just was an innocent curiosity thing, now this thing is taken over and it has a big bold vision, and it's not good. Oh, I was in my 60s. could be just a, like I say, it's maybe not a demon, maybe it was a, and I don't know really how it works. I really don't know how all that exactly works, right? But it could be somebody that is, you know, was dark in life. So obviously, if you make those choices when you're alive, what do you expect when they're dead? They're not going to be good. So this person might not be an actual demon itself that's never been human, right? But, you know, they're evil. And they have an evil intent. And I think like they want to try and live out like, I was in my 60s, so they could have been like just 60 and not turned 61 yet. So feeling like they got plucked out too soon and didn't get to carry out the evil things that they had planned in life, now they feel like they can take full advantage of our character and carry out the rest of his life through him, and just basically turning them into this person here, this evil entity, we'll call it, okay? An evil entity. Somebody that was evil in life and just now is empowered by evil on the other side. So, 7 of Wands under judgment, please, for our evil entity here. That's way too much. There we go. I was very young when my life was taken. So this is how it started. Okay? You see that? It's a number 10. This is the beginning of the end right here. Like I say, love one another as I have loved you. That was the trap that was set, because they knew the person didn't know better. So as soon as they felt like they were communicating with somebody, I told you, they were lied to. This evil entity came through as a young person so that our character would feel comfortable and show love and concern and kindness and caring, and just got sucked right in. Seven of Swords, which is also lies, right? And that explains that even more as well. It's very easy to lie to somebody when they have no knowledge to know whether what they're dealing with and whether it's being honest or not, right? Pretty simple for, well, I guess it's not for some, but 7 of Swords with the Ace of Wands, please. When I was alive, my soul was dark, and now I'm stuck. Right, so believe you me, this evil soul wasted no time taking advantage of this basic innocent ignorance, basically, and curiosity. And I feel like what they're saying is our character is experiencing too, the burning bone part, and the fever is part of the evil, yes, but it's also part of whatever was wrong with our character when they passed at just over 60 years old. They might have had like some sort of, they're saying like something starts with an R, fever, or some sort of what are they trying to say? It's not that. I don't know, if you guys know, put it in the comments. Some sort of fever that from like way back in the day started with an R. Gosh, it's just right there. So this, I passed in the 1700s. This is the King of Cups and the Lovers. So what happened too is, so whatever the fever was, I don't know, we'd have to look it up, whatever fevers were going around in this time frame. But what they're saying is what this evil entity is doing to our character is the lover thing and everything that's going on. They turned evil back in the 1700s, and they're making our character do the same thing because they're trying to live out the rest of, they're trying to take over their life, basically. and just snuff our character out and the human, and just take over the body. Nine of Cups with the Ten of Wands and the Knight of Cups, please. I wasn't ready to go yet, see? They weren't ready to go. They died in the 1700s when they were just over 60 years old of some sort of fever, and now they're living inside our character. And they're experiencing what they were feeling right before they died, plus the evil attached to it. So, the bottom of this deck, it says, I won't cross and I need to be vanquished. There you go. There's our confirmation now about our evil entity and what we're dealing with. So let's shuffle the gypsies now and can see what we can clarify now about our character that's slipping away. So please clarify our main character. Fine tune our main character here. So this is coming out at the top here. I was in my 60s, see? And the big bold vision and hiding one's true self. They both had love. They both started out on an even keel, basically. They had love, they had romance, and evil did its worst, basically. Now, our character in the past, how did they get involved in it? It could have been the same way. They could have just had an interest and had no spiritual reason to be looking into such things except for curiosity, and found themselves in the same vulnerable position. So we're clarifying our main character on the Seven of Wands, Judgment, and with what they're dealing with here on the evil part. I was very young when I was taken. So this is, we're putting ourselves now in the spot where they were tricked. Where they were tricked by this evil entity. Size, see? Love one another as I've loved you. They just felt so sorry and they got sucked into whatever crap was being told to them by this lying evil person that's just wanting to attach themselves to him and get in and get the opportunity to do so by pretending they were a child. They made up a whole big story that just made this person fall right into it. You know, just sitting back thinking about what they're hearing and being all consumed and wow and oh geez, it's this, it's that. No, it isn't. Alright, let's clarify the Ace of Wands with the Seven of Swords. When I was alive, my soul was dark and now I'm stuck. Waiting. Now this is our main character, because they don't even think the same things that they used to. They don't plan the same things. They don't do the same things. They're being taken over, slowly but surely, and they're literally I don't know whether they're deciding within whether to just give up and wait for their next instructions. I really don't know what that is. But waiting. Could be the evil entity too, just waiting to make their move. It's kind of scary. Let's clarify the Lovers with King of Cups. I passed in the 1700s. So also they're saying this is with the Seven of Swords. This was because we know how our character's love felt here in the present time. But this waiting, they're saying, is how back in the day here, this person, the dead person that's evil, This is their love, was left waiting. And now they still wait on the other side. Wait and wait and wait. They waited in life, and now they're waiting in death. It's sad. I passed in the 1700s. Prison. They could have died in prison. Sick with a fever. Kind of looks like a 1700 prison too, doesn't it? And that's why their love was left waiting. They made some very bad choices. And back then, things were a lot, 1700s, the laws would have been a lot different. So, our evil entity died in prison of some sort of it's right there. Fever. Alright, let's clarify Nine of Cups. The Ten of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and I wasn't ready to go yet. Whole woman. So this is, I feel like, our main character's love. She loved him very much, but when something like that enters your life and ruins it, I think she just is going to, both are women characters that suffered the same fate, ended up alone, just not wanting to ever involve themselves with anyone again because it was so horrible, and just gonna grow old by themselves where it's safe, just like here. It was just too much, right? They're okay, but they don't trust people anymore. So, all right, guys, I have to close this out as ugly as it is. So you can take these messages if you want to, and it's just going to close the energy out because this will give our main character some choices. I will say that. But depending on how things are for you, I'll let you know. The first message is for people that are single but are open to relationships, hoping for love, but single. The second message is for people that are married already hooked up with somebody, that kind of thing. And the third one is for people that, like our main character, right, the women that have absolutely no interest now in love. They just want to deal with family and friends and just live life. So let's shuffle this, and it's called the good, the bad, and the ugly. So now we know what the story is. I can see why, this is why they wanted me to close with this. So let's see who comes out of the good and the bad and the ugly, to give everyone the message they choose to take away if they want to, and close this energy out safely. For the collective, please close this haunted story reading out for June 23, 2023. Who's going to come out for our haunted story reading? Oop, who do we get? We got Mary Shelley. It's got Frankenstein in the back. All right. Here, I'll show you the picture first, and then I'll read you the messages, okay? So you can get the gist of what I'm looking at. All right. First message. The beginning is always today. Elegance, this is the second one. Elegance is inferior to virtue. And the third one. A slavish bondage to parents cramps every faculty of the mind. So again, if you want to take those messages, or the one that applies is more fitting to you, that's what they're for, and it's to close our haunted story reading out safely. So I hope you've all enjoyed this haunted story reading. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you did, because it's free. And go ahead and subscribe if you aren't already, because that's free also. So yeah, hopefully I can join you again with another haunted story reading next week, hopefully, God willing. But yeah, until I do see you guys again, remember, God wants you to remember, home is heaven and heaven is home. Bye for now.